Yep, so Bushcraft Girl in early spring. I had an awesome overnighter last night rather. That's my little setup. It's based on a Hardangervidda hunting pack. And oh, it was cozy warm. That's actually got my loading in it as well and everything. So that is a great thing. And there's still some snow about. Yep. Quite some steep ground. And yeah, awesome little fireplace. And I'm just, well, loving getting back into the forest. Really enjoying the sun. And yeah, just kind of getting into my summer setup. Merino stuff, shorts. These are actually my long johns, but I really like wearing them under my shorts with some long socks. And my forest boots. Love those. Awesome boots. So yeah, you know, what can I tell you? Bushcraft Girl in the forest, at home, in the Achanau, in a beautiful spring day. Yeah, what can you say? Happy Sunday to y'all. So let me introduce you a little bit to this setup I've got going on for the summer, and especially it's based on this Hardangervidda hunting pack. Right now it's over full. Right, I've really loaded up with everything. That's got a Gervan bag. It's got like 2 kilos of food. Another whoopee. It's got my loading in it. My cook stuff. I mean, it's just a big knife and everything. Heavily loaded. Now, it's not the most comfortable thing to carry in the world at this point, but the point is you can carry it when it's overloaded like this. And then if you're leaving things at camp, or if you've just got a lesser load, then the thing just becomes more and more comfortable. Big loading. Just put this to the sun. It's basically based in loading. Carries very well. It's got some big side pockets you can put on here, some optics case and things like this. I mean, it's basically meant for hunting. And the other thing that's cool about it is that this mesh back unclips, and it gives you basically a padded seat, a comfy seat. So it's forest pack. It's meant for hunting, so it's they're going to be doing some of the similar stuff as we're doing, which is sitting around, moving around, very variable loads, and plenty of ruggedness and quietness required, so I will try them out. I also have their boots here. Love these boots. Wore them for 5 days straight at Peter Nietzsche's scout camp. It was damn cold, and it was sometimes a little bit rainy too. They are wonderful. They're warm. You can wear them in the snow, but they're not actually too hot. Very waterproof. So, anyway, I'm following this game trail down here now because I want to see if there is a reasonable way down off the hill here, but I suspect not, because it is very steep on that end. But we will see. This is not really easy terrain, but that's my home mountain, so voila. I like to go exploring on it. Yeah, good to be home. Really nice to sleep out last night. I was in the hammock. I had my the Gervan bag, the small one, around the outside, all with the zips closed at the sides but open to the top. And I was in the hammock with my mountain syrup, so it's basically a whoopee. You know, it's like a very lightweight nylon insulated blanket thingy that you can wear as a poncho. Anyway, it's those two things together. I was so cozy, just laying there looking at the stars. Yeah, just good to be home. I'll talk to you guys about Hardangervidda in the video really soon. Promise. I've got lots of footage. Basically, yeah, I went out there to break a world record, and instead I got world record storm, this beast of the east, Siberian storm. I was out during that in Hardangervidda. It was very cold. I was out there for 4 days, no, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 days and 3 nights in a tent, and it was like 80km/h winds. It was -30. It never got over -20 for the whole time. I actually did manage to kite 1 kilometer in this beast of the east, the first thing, when the wind started coming up, and it went way beyond anybody's forecast, obviously. Otherwise I would have not started the trek. It was meant to just be I was actually trying to get to Tova and Kaya, about 100 kilometers to the south, and the plan was actually to kite most of the way there, because I was going to have these steady, nice winds, but it just, these weather systems collided, and this beast of the east happened. And I'm out there with a -9 sleeping bag, and I had the Brenta, which is like in a -4 sleeping bag, and luckily I also had the German bag, but basically it went down to like -20, -30, and with the wind at sort of 80km/h, the sort of this real feel, like what the weather is actually feeling like, was at -47. And I'm dragging a pulk through this stuff. Anyway, so I will be talking to you about that, and I have plenty of footage. I did not make any film during the actual storm because there was no possibility to do it at all. There was skiing, which was hard enough because there was the snow, when it's cold like that, isn't slippery anymore, it's like sand. And it whips the wind whips the snow up into these shapes called sastrugis. So these tip the pulk over all the time, and plus the wind just picks up the snow off the ground, and you get a so-called ground blizzard effect, which reduces visibility to 0. So skiing is not fun in that. But you need to ski to get home, so you need to ski. So skiing, and then there's the movements between skiing and being in bed asleep are lots. And I will talk to you guys about that in the video. But it takes a minimum of 2 hours, and usually upwards of 3 to maybe even 4 hours from deciding to stop skiing to being actually ready to sleep, because you need to put the tent up, you need to dig a trench at the front, you need to secure everything against the wind, then you need to actually cook snow to make water, and you need to drink lots. You need to figure out how to cook when the wind is blowing hard. You can't cook inside the tent. You kind of can cook in the vestibule, but not really. So you have to cook and cook and cook and cook and drink lots and hydrate your body. You need to figure out how to pee, right? Because you better be peeing. Then organize your sleeping situation. Your clothes are frozen. The outer layer is and stays frozen, so you take it off frozen, you put it on frozen in the morning. But it's like with ultra running, at some point it doesn't actually get any worse. It kind of stabilizes and you think, okay, is this really life-threatening or is it just annoying? And if it's just annoying, you just choose to ignore it. So that's like that. So anyway, that's what that life was like. I didn't film during that because there was basically skiing and then the whole procedure, tent procedure to be able to sleep. I will reconstruct for you guys the sleeping setup because it was quite interesting. 2 light sleeping bags and a German bag, and I was okay in -30. Really was sustainably okay. But I'll talk about the technicalities of that and where, you know, dew points and where the ice will form and all that stuff when I give you the footage about that. And I did do that same stretch again in better weather a couple of weeks later after I'd visited Tova and Kaya, so I have plenty of footage of the environment and what it looked like and where it all went. So you can look forward to a really great movie. It's going to take a little while because I want to do it really well. So enjoy. In the meantime, I'm going to be running down here and working on my fitness. I'm going on the FTP most days, to fix my back, which has been pretty sore from all the office work. And pulling, actually. And right here I'm on this interesting little game trail. Have a look about what's going on in here. Nice to be out in the forest with a camera and talking to you guys. Yeah, so I'm absorbing the baseline, the weather baseline, also this, the activity of walking down a stony path. Just basically been skiing all winter. So this is again a baseline for the summer. And just, what noises there are and what kind of different weather conditions mean. I'm really pleased to have the time to do it now. And that the weather's so awesome. So next week we're going to have a look about visiting some of my buddies, Bushcraft World buddies. So Paul Russell, I'm going to come out and see you. And a few other things like that. I think we've got a trip at the end of May. Looking interesting. So yeah, just right now, all about absorbing the baseline at home though.